Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I fell asleep. I'm groggy because you get up from an afternoon nap, you can't find your own feet, let alone your brain. So you have to excuse me for that. I apologize. Um, so we're gonna get my music going here. Just remote's gonna cooperate. Come on, run. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I'll get you in a minute. Story of my life. Can't go wrong, a little bit wrong. I understand my voice is shot. Yeah, there's some stuff there. Yes, this is. Come on, man. Work. Just fucking function, please. All right, just trying to get my music on. You know what I'm saying? What a pain in the ass. Shit design. I mean, this hell what is it? Average person doesn't have a pocket screwdriver. Unless they're a mechanic. But, it is what it is. Lovely. So, like I said, I just woke up, so you gotta excuse me for my tardiness and having things ready to go here. This isn't gonna work either, huh? You gotta be kidding me. No, that's not right. No, so those batteries were dead. You ever just want to find people who didn't do the maintenance on things that you bought, or just drag them out of their car and set them on fire in front of their kids in the middle of the street? Yeah, well, that's the way I feel sometimes. Please, thank God, something's functioning. Yay! Almost. There we go. All right, I need some damn music going here. Maybe I'll still question my judgment. Come on. Pfizer, yeah. Didn't Pfizer invent Oxycontin? All right. All right. I guess I'm just going to get to work, even though nobody seems to care. Excuse me. Right, so we left off with this bulkhead being screwed. So we got to swap everything out of that. So we got a new one. Just going to find any of these too, actually. I don't really need it for this one. This one looks pretty good. That's what it is. So. Okay. So, swapping the bulkhead.
Very, very early, maybe third or fourth year or so, we had a conversation and sat in the chairs at the hole and talked about what kind of things.
Is that one of the plastic jobs? Yeah, I think so. I got to swap out that upper A-arm holder too. Upper A-arm pin holder, I guess you call it. Swap all this stuff over, make sure everything's right, mesh-wise, all that. Since we're dealing with a new box. I don't think I have any out drives left to put on this one, but it's not too bad. Right, so Yeah, excuse my lackadaisicalness. I've been kind of under the weather and had a broken foot and all that kind of stuff, so I haven't been around. What's up, buddy? I was just explaining that. Good to see you. Good to see you're here. It's a process, man. I mean, I can't say I haven't been drinking at all. I mean, but I've been drinking about 10 to 15% of what I usually do on a weekend. Um, you know, when it's necessary enough to keep the nerves at bay and to sleep. Sleep has been rough because I didn't sleep at all last night. I think I slept like 2 hours this morning. I just caught another little nap. That's why I'm late. But it's been rough, man. It's been real rough. Obviously my voice is gone. I don't know why. Probably from hacking and all that kind of shit. And it's not like I've been puking all day or anything, but it feels like it. But I'm getting by, as we do. Probably should have something to set this all down on, but. I didn't turn the audio up due to my lack of having a voice. Come on. I don't have any decent rags left. Yeah, well, here's what it is. We're just putting this thing back together now. So, broken lower arm, as you can see right there. And then needed a new bulkhead because one of the screws decided to stick in there forever. Thought it was married. I don't know how you want to put it. Pretty sure I don't have any of these left. So hope this one's decent. Yeah, I'd say that end play is acceptable. Ever shoe. That thing is chewed the hell up. Probably overdid it with this car. I mean, looks like one of those star washers. So, let's see where we're at. That is tight. I know you're telling me to keep all my fires in. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's gonna take pliers. That's just to affect the shimming the case really hard. But with a brand new case and a used differential setup, of course it's gonna be a little bit out. But I'm gonna see how far out it is. Oh yeah, that's a dimmer locked up now. But it doesn't feel like it's plays right on it either. We'll see. We shall see. Just going to take that one off and try it without it. It might just be, the diff's not right. Let's see what happened with that one. Bearing exploded. Happens. All right. Everyone's all seated. A tiny bit of lash and lateral movement. So I think we'll be all right with the case on it. Let's see how that works out. Damage report for today. Yeah, I don't think I caught it. I just woke up, dude, like literally from a nap. I napped it out and I woke up late. I don't know. I set an alarm on my phone, but I guess I set it for the wrong time difference, AM or PM.
The idea of the cartoon Tasmanian devil just spinning out of control, writing to play on things to be that, anarchy. But really, if you sit down and write,
I'll check it out in a second, buddy. All right, that's gone. Is that screwed up? Looking for that one. There you go. Let me get this bolted together and see if I got to take it apart again. I'm getting really hungry all of a sudden. That kind of sucks. Last thing I'm going to do is eat in front of you people. Hey, that's tight. I like that. That's good. All right. What we got? Oh, wow. Okay, I see what happened there. So rip the knuckle in half, or the upright, you could call it, depending on what kind of car designs you're into. And so rip the upper support off the knuckle. I got to admit, that's probably due to the cold. Because, and when you think about it, these things are kind of one size fits all. They don't make different parts to sell a car in a different area of the country like they used to with automobiles. Well, they still do. So batteries are different. Yeah, I saw it was popped out. I didn't really look at it that close. But, yeah, it tore that upright up. But like I was saying, not that it's not track system, they expect failures, but, back in the day, my dad was working for Ford Lincoln Mercury in San Francisco. He told me, he's like, if you buy a Ford whatever in California and you buy one in Florida, it's a different car because they change mainly the gear ratios, because you got to be able to get up the highest hill in California, and you got to be able, and also you would prefer to have better gas mileage in Florida, so because it's all flat. I don't know if they still do that, but I do know one thing. You ever heard of a CVPI? Crown Vic Police Interceptor. That was the number one cop car in the country for the longest time here in Florida. In fact, I saw them in Russia being used as cop cars, and they were definitely imported. Because Europeans don't deal with cars that big usually. But so if you had a police interceptor versus a regular Crown Vic, whatever model it might be, totally different parts in the suspension, brakes. The engine tuning isn't that much different. They just jack the ignition time and give you a little more power and stuff like that. But they don't go past 100,000 miles in longevity usually. The engine's not going to be worn out by then if you took care of the oil changes. But it's got Canadian suspension and big ass upgraded brakes. And Canadian suspension is because you guys have what's called frost heaves up there. Where water freezes under the road, makes it, and that's like the worst pothole ever. I've never seen one myself, but I've heard of them. I've read about them in books. And so you have to have suspension beefy enough to hit that stuff and not break it. So they use that style suspension on the American Police Interceptor in order to be able to jump over curbs and do stupid stuff while they're chasing America's finest people. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that out. Here we go. Here come commercials. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the stuff we got, that I got on both of my rigs wouldn't be so flexible. Excuse me, I'm just skipping commercials here real quick. Come on. I need some grease anyway. So. Nice little dab with some red and tacky. What I like about using automotive grade greases is I don't know if they're designed this way, but you hit them with some brake cleaner and they just dissipate. And that's the best thing because I hate having to deal with stuff that's stuck or whatever. That's one sided job. All right. Now we can assemble the front end again. Jesus. Let's see here. This is gonna be fun. Oh wow! No, we got more work to do. I just found something else. My ARRMA bar is a pretzel, so that's gonna have to be fixed too now. Oh boy! On today's episode of As the Wrench Turns. Oh yeah, those are gonna be tread lock too. Jeez, how many get this thing out here? No, that one's not very well anyway. That sucks. But I mean, I wasn't blaming it in the first place. It's more of a cold weather deal, because I'm sure they don't make different plastics for RCs sold in different countries. That's what I was getting at. And that would just be a whole lot of a pain in the butt. Really? Third time's the charm. Got it. Good. All right. Let's see. I think I have an ARRMA bar that I was waiting to use. Actually, might be around here. At least now I can get all this crap out of my way. Off. Sit over there. That's better. Now I can work. Oh, this rod's totally loose. Look at that. Like I always say, you think you got one thing wrong, you take them apart, you got 15 things wrong. Yeah, and that bolt's not going to make it anyway. It's tweaked or half stripped anyway. Well, I mean, if you really did some proper A/B back-to-back scientific test, given the same temperature, same weight, et cetera, I'm pretty sure that the results would be what we think they would be, considering what I've seen from your experience with those things. I just think it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. It's still going to be the same problems. Yeah, so, yeah. At least that one's not loose. You're bearing here, I guess.
these were the things that seemed to make sense. Coming up with the name value, that ideology of like, look, even if you just thought like you believed in the separation of church and state, that was enough to go like, fuck these people.
All right, now we got that done. Now we got to find an ARRMA bar. All right. I don't know, we might end up having to straighten this one out. Depends on what I got. If I have anything. I think I do, though. Come on, you bastard. Yeah, and this has got those scorched bearings in it, too, so the whole setup's got to be transferred over here, the right spacing and all that kind of crap. I think I might try a different setup on this, too, since I actually got access to it right now. Change the Ackerman ratio or something. Yeah, that thing's pretzeled out, huh? Look at that. It's like another one of those McDonald's pieces. All right. Come on. Out you go. No. All right, you little bastard. Oh, no. It popped a little lip off the bearing. Well, now what am I going to do? So I'm going to weld that. Son of a bitch. So I'm going to switch the bushing, I guess. And that's it. All right, well, we got one good one. I guess I'm going to use a damn bushing now. Yeah, screw it all up. Shit, you know what? I think like a week ago too, I had this live. Somebody needed some of those bushings, and I didn't have them. Where it took us like forever to find them. So I probably don't have enough laying around to get this done. So we'll just have to do what we can with what we got. But pretty sure I'm gonna have bearing will pull through this bolt. No, bolt won't go through it, but should have something over it. Yeah, something. Well, let's try to find something thin for that. So I'll have to work. I'll have to order some more of those. Or, you know what? Where's that ring at? I'm gonna just bolt that onto it. Shit. I mean, it's not like it's gonna pull through. It just needs a spacer. But we'll just go over the bolt. Apparently not. Okay. So then with these, you need a little washer and a big one. Come on. Why are you being such a bitch? There we go. What the hell? Okay. Really? No, that was on the wrong side. But whatever. Maybe that side will work. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get a new rack system for this car, but not right now. Yeah, right. Exactly. Dude, what in the hell? Didn't get anything to get started here. Ah, shit. Oh, well, this bolt is like messed up pretty good too, so that's probably the problem. Yeah, it's going in now. End of it got ground down somehow. Alright. Bearing. And buy me a little washer. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I just need a nut. Gotcha. Where are they? I know I got a steering bushing. Sorry, hold on a second. Oh, you're kidding me. That might be one. No, that's not it. Alright, well, where the hell did the one go that came out of this thing? That one there. What in the hell? Okay, well, I had a bearing in it. Oh, crap. Better not be another setback. There's got to be around here somewhere. Here's one of those bushings I was talking about. All right. Yeah, that's too small. All right. The ones that are too small, ones that are too big. Not the right ones, obviously, because it's the way my life goes. Well, I'll think about where I can find one of those. Where is my bearing box right now? Anyway. I don't know where my bearing's ready for recycling. The pin is, because I'm sure there'll be one in there. There's one of those little weirdos. What the hell those are for? Yeah, I probably wouldn't notice that much steering slop, I'm sure. You say, Logan, this isn't working. No, there you go. There's one. There was one in there. Yeah, that's all in the servo. Can't fix that, right? All right, let's get this thing partially put together because we're going to be changing it over to arms because shredded the other ones. Actually, let's see. I might just have to assemble this assembly first. So, oh, that is smashed. Oh yeah, where's that new upper block holder ready for this one? Alright, so we got that. Hardware. Shut up. So many little problems you always find with these. Yeah, it's a steering side, okay. Oh, nice to give you shitty little button heads. There we go. Get that upgraded now. It's a FU brand. I don't know what that means, but it's from FU. I'm sure I'd be like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds before I hear, Logan, my truck's not working right. I no offense, I love the kid, but it can be a bit like raising a child. Sometimes. But, I don't know, somehow he's got cell phones figured out up and down. I mean, he's like a cell phone, audio visual entertainment guru. I just had a broken off locating pin stuck in it, so I just wanted to clear it before I put it together. Well, this thing's quite walled out as well. I'm going to do one of those. So, Yeah, these are two lefts, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Damn it. All right, well, I'll just change the broken one. Hopefully it's also a left and not a right. Let's see, this will be on the side of the car. Son of a bitch. Damn it, man. Oh, I was thinking too, I wanted to buy some new parts when I was at the hobby shop earlier, but it was like, it's not really in the budget right now, and I gotta hire a lawyer and shit, and now, fuck, I can go through the same bullshit all over again. Let me get to the box here and see if I can find anything else. Then I got this new set that I think this is like one of the older arms. And it might work, but it's also that side. Damn it! I'm watching the most thing I wanted to have any. Because I sold out of that side. And that's all I really buys. Oh man. Don't make me reserve for stalkers on this thing. I really don't put stock on this. Damn it. Yeah, that's it for RPM front lowers. So, looks like we're going to be going to the hobby shops again. And they might not even have them because apparently that's the side everybody breaks. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to roll out and come back, restart this thing. Give me a quick second. I'll come back and we'll chat about it. Thinking about it, I might just put some stocks on. God knows I got plenty of them, and they're not broken or beat up too badly. So we always upgrade. Here's a pair. So, of course, I don't know how the front end's going to be with what I've done to it. There's no adjustment on these things. It could be terrible. It could be a disaster. Oh, the hobby shop just closed anyway, so I can't make it anyway. Well, I guess that's what we're going to do. Just going to run some stalkers. Oh, which wish. Well, we got plenty of these things laying around. I don't. Plenty of work, though. I don't really keep anything in stock here except for RC car stuff because every time I move something out of my storage unit, I get yelled at. Not yelled at, but, complained to, which I'm not a fan of. Because some people are going to get all condescending and shit like they own the house, but they don't. Not that I do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that. All right. Come on. Get that tightened down. I'll find another bolt. Yeah, I've seen that trick, but I can't even imagine how much weight that adds. Not to mention, this is the notorious, dude. Not really, I don't send this thing really, very often. I mean, that's what happened when I broke this bolt. But the hell? It's crazy. Oh no, it's wrong side. There we go. Should work for now. The troop screws are going to have to extend so far because how thick these arms are. Kind of insane, actually. Oh yeah, dude. They're not even going to make contact. I guess we'll see what happens. Stupid stock shit. All right, come on. All right. I imagine there's going to be a massive problem trying to put these things on. It's not going to fit at all. I'm pretty damn sure of that, actually. All right, let's got space right there. I don't know, like grease in there.
Yes, people will come back for your block.
Come on. No.
Getting your own garage. ARRMA Freight has the storage solutions you need to stay organized. At prices that can't be beat. ARRMA Freight, your storage destination.
All right. Really? All right. Hopefully we won't have that issue again. I was laughing because the cross brakes fell out when I was sitting there with the car on me. And I didn't know what the hell it was. All right. Let's just get this front end buttoned up. And then we can figure out the crossbar situation. Yeah, something's a little tweaked. Actually, this screw's probably longer than that. Yeah. All right. There are two little steering buttons, which I have one. Let's see. Oh, stupid button heads got away. So, one of those. Perfect. Yeah, hopefully that comes out. Yeah, I'm not even going to Loctite that stuff right now because it's probably going to be removed for too long. I just went straight through, so we got a bolt and a nut. Come on. Don't do that. There we go. Come on. All right, so that was probably this one. Man, there's that bearing I was looking for. No, not quite. Let's wrap this. No room over there. Come on. There she goes. All right. See, the bottom was just snug because we went through that problem. Mm-hmm. How did I not have a bolt in there? Bitch. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about those hot racing ends. They've got that stupid O-ring system. I mean, that's just good idea, but it didn't work. You know, they could have just, done something normal. Come on. I'm going to have to loosen that shit up just to get that thing in there, damn it. All right, whatever. Keep on moving. Not gonna work. Probably that bolt I just put in there was only supposed to go to that. Oops. So,
and now it isn't really so much that that's coming down because
I can even find one to replace it. Probably can't.
and now
Yeah, I can, but it's a Phillips. Oh, no, there we go. That'll work. I think. Yeah, possibly.
living in this world and you know, suffer out here we're small because we really haven't traveled. And so our worldview wasn't very big. So we just focused on America as like, well, this is what we see.
Yeah, I know there's like half a thread there, but just trying to get the damn thing back together right now. I'm trying to make everything perfect. Perfection takes a whole lot more time. I don't know how I didn't have a bolt back through that already. Well, I went in now. Bitch. Still gonna take a little pre-stressing to get a bolt in it. Oh, lovely. So. There we go. All right, that's done. Just put a nut on it, get it tightened up. Oh. All right. Come on. All right, now we can finish the front end. Oh, lovely stuff we gotta do there. Hope this works with my shock setup because I don't really think it's going to. Group set. Pull this out. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna take a quickie break and just stand up for a minute, all that good stuff. We'll be back shortly, my friends. Probably need to turn this down a little bit too. Oh, God.
And then the second light that came toward the end, it was honestly the bad version is still cool. That beginning in 88 is still the same. We're really more suffer based since we've got open now we're even worse based. And that, my friends, that's science right there.
Okay, I'm back. With the dog. In fact, you know, it'd be even better than hose clamps. We have these clamps that are like they're like what the Germans use for fuel lines and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Your crimp clamps. We got a bunch of those at work in all different kinds of sizes. That would be a much more robust setup if you went with that. They're stainless steel too, and they're thicker. I think it's going to be a little too long on the top, huh? Well, maybe not. Oh, no, not now. You know, if the battery's charged or not. I think it isn't. Definitely not. All right, well. So everybody doesn't get terribly bored with me wrenching by hand. Let me put this battery in charge real quick. Hey, bro, you're fine. This is what, 2000 milliamp, 12 volt. What's that? 2 cell? 3 cell. It's a light board. Well, what the hell was that, Brody? What the hell are you doing? All right, buddy? Shit. Okay. Well, apparently that battery's shot because that was one of the situations where you got to put in nickel metal hydride to get it started. So, yeah, let's go. Yeah, right. I mean, what? I don't know what he attacked in the corner of the room, but something made him jump. It was kind of funny to me, actually. Yeah, so it went like that. So let me get these started at least. And the drill battery come back up first. These are very long. We just got steering rods on, the bumper on. And that's about it, really. Unless I find something else in here. Yeah, I could probably mail some of those for about $300. Yeah, I mean they're small, stainless. If you got the crimping pliers, you need a special pair of pliers for them. It's pretty sure it's the same ones you do band clamps on constant velocity joints. The guy did to do dual edges to crimp it up and tighten it up, so you like get it as tight as you can. And whatever. My voice is completely shot, man. Where are we here? There we are. Yes, please. Thank you, please. I'll have another one of that. Sure. Yeah, so in case you couldn't tell, I was trying to quit drinking. Well, I am trying to quit drinking. Like at least cut down a lot. Because, it's been fluctuating and that causes for, I didn't screw anything up, but, you can have questionable job performances. So, not that anything crazy or screwed anybody's car up or broke anybody's stuff or nothing like that, but, like when you're, no, I'm not even going to get into this. Shit. That's going to be a long conversation I don't want to get into. And you guys don't need to hear about my problems anyway. Who gives a shit, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to get that thing screwed in first before I put that pin on it. Gotta love that stupid little NiCad charge lipo trick. It does work. All right. Yeah, I was thinking about getting something to eat, and I saw they're making a ham in the house. So whatever. Yeah, I can measure it to a size because they're very very low profile as well. You know, like unlike a band clamp where you got the worm mechanism and all that crap in the way. What in the shit? That is tight as hell. Okay. Probably because these. Wait, these on? No, I think those are on my other truck. 1.6 or the M2C plus 1 mil axles. Those are on my other truck. Brody, what in the hell are you destroying my bed as usual? It's like his favorite pastime. Come on, final. Okay, up just a little bit, and there we go. Sorry about that. No, that's why they come with shims. I was wondering why these came with shims, because these freaking bolts are too long. Now we're going to have to do a full alignment on this because we messed with the camber. Oh, damn, you know what? I should have put that steering. I'm going to put the steering on first. It's a lot easier to get to the steering before you put the upper controllers on. You got a lot more access to the ARRMA bar and whatnot. So, get in there. There we go. All right. So now we get the other side. We'll get over there and that. I'm going to hook the shock up. The side will be completely done. That's fine. Just a little bit. No big deal. Oh, yeah. You definitely have screwed up my geometry. Stock shit. I had a feeling. Yeah, without multiple holes to mount them, it's kind of hard to get it where you want it. Come on, get in the hole. Fun, fun, fun. Goddamn stock shit. Yeah, so those are all going to have to come off so I can get the rest of it done. Lovely. Okay. So now we can finish our other side. The real one, yep. All right. Come here. Damn, this thing really is stuck. What the hell is that all about? There we go. There we go. Birdie, what are you doing now? No job? Yeah, right. Well, thankfully, I've got a particular set of skills. I'm good at working with stuff that won't line up. Brody, you can go out? Okay. Oh, all right. Right, shocks and then bumper. I'm gonna do bumper first, I guess. And then, well, whatever. Then alignment. Let's get the wheels on it. Just see how bad my camber's on it and stuff. You know, that could use some shims. Look at that one. Jesus. Should have done that before I put the axles in so I could check for bearing binding. I gotta put the mud flaps on too. So, flying monkeys are cool. I don't know, just sprouting random dumb shit. Yeah, Italy's got a little bad there. Let's see. I don't know. I might just shim those. So that is pretty bad. Unless this thing gives me a headache trying to do it. Now, if you go shimming axles and your pin doesn't want to go back in, you're probably over shimmed. I mean, there's a certain amount of push you can do, but it won't go back in. If you have to hit it with a hammer, you're too tight. Let's put it that way. I'm not exactly back checking these. I'm just throwing them on and we'll see where it's at later. I just know there's play, so I want to take some up before I go to the alignment phase. Yeah, I'm starting to get the shakes again. So what happens? drinking for 20 years ain't good for me. This one goes doesn't fit. Yeah, that's beating up that droop screw, sure. No, the screws go through. Yeah. No, that's the other side too. Check. Yeah, stop messing with me. What is it? Pain in my ass. Come on. Oh, you bastard. All right. You know what? I'm going to leave that alone for now. We'll do that shit later. Because I'm just going to get aggravated. And I'm in no mood to be aggravated. Not that I think anybody ever is, but it's been a rough weekend, let's put it that way. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, that's the way the arms are, man. I could lay it down more, but it's not going to change the overall length, which is really my problem. But no, they're good. I don't know, 15, 20 degrees in. But a lot of coils on this one. It's funny, the 12.5 pounders I just got from Century have like less coils, way less coils. And it's got a different action to it, yeah, from driving it, but I haven't like dialed it in yet to figure out exactly how to optimize the setup. Because I will. It's a matter of time. All right. All right. That should be at least ballpark straight, I guess. Drip stayed the same somehow. All right. Let me these stupid little mud flaps on real quick, and then we'll bolt it down and call it a day. There you go. Kind of hard to do if you're not looking at them from above. I'm not even sure if I 3-milled out these holes yet. I don't think I did, actually. Even if I didn't, that screw ain't going to work. There we go. Just got to kind of click in there. I guess I didn't 3-mill it. Come on, get out of there. All right. Now we can just pop that into place. Get the screw to finally catch. I'm in the damn hole. What the hell? All right. Well, now I didn't 3 mil that. Well, why doesn't the screw work? This is such a pain in the ass. Yeah, there's no damn threads in there. I 3 milled the front on that one, I guess. That hole does look bigger. But I probably can't get that screw in because of the bolt being in the way from the cross beam or chassis brace, center chassis brace. Get out of the way, you. Well, maybe I didn't 3 mil these holes. They look like it, but it ain't working. Oh, but the other one's stripped to hell, so I guess I gotta go in from the front. I don't really see the need for 2 bolts on these things because, you know, you're not putting any impact on them. It's just the vibration they got to hold on to. Stripped. Yeah, go figure. Also stripped. Well, as long as it doesn't fall off there. All right. Let's get this thing booted. Those all got to go back in the kit. All right. All right, 2 wheel nuts, probably in the tires. I usually leave them there. Maybe not. Where are my wheel nuts? Okay. Gotta go on. There it is. Oh, the bumper's still gotta go on. Just forgot about that.
A real musician, a real guy, the people who understand how things are made, how to play produce songs. He sings.
There we go. Get that out of there. Mm-hmm.
So close.
I thought that was your ab exercise. That was the abdominal cell. If I could just figure out a way to sell that, I'm a millionaire.
All right. 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Oh man. Oh, maybe I'll drive this thing later. Throw the head cam on and just go bouncing around in the front yard and see if I can break anything. Well, I need to get some new mud guards for the back. Well, that's not good. I just realized there's a screw in my rear brace. I don't know why, but I took it out doing something. I forgot about it. Oh yeah, I had to rear it off this thing earlier. Huh. Oops. And of course, got a missing little monkey screw over here on the side, but still good and snug. It'll be all right. All right. Humps look okay. That one's a little chewy, but let's get these on now. Excuse me. Still good. Nope. That one might not go until I hit it with a hammer. That one not. Yeah, I could totally. Well, I wanted to do a RAM session last week, but you know, we were busy building John's car and stuff. And honestly, I wasn't feeling good last week either because I was coming off of Adderall. And the story of my life, one thing at a time, right? Anyway, so yeah, we really didn't do anything last week, but yeah, I could run it up there. I mean, it's not far, so it'd be easy to deal with, and not like going freeway or anything. That thing barely fits in my car. All right. Oh, let's see how messed up this front end is. Need better damping in the back. Front's way slower. You know, honestly, I think it looks pretty damn good. It might be towed out slightly. Do a little more camber on this side. That'll tow it in. Or that'll take out the tow out. Actually, no, it's going to create more tow out. But it still doesn't look bad. But that rear dampen's pretty wild there. I'm guessing I got 100 weight in it instead of 2K. Right, so I'm gonna take another little quick break, and when I get back, I'll do these shocks. All right. Sorry for people who are just signing in, but I've been out here for an hour and 33, and only taking one break so far. Change the shock oil in this thing when I get back because Beastly needs it. She's got way too much bounce in the back end. And then there's one more mod I want to do. Not really a mod as much of a security feature. And I want to do it to both the trucks. Creighton also. Because I threw a power wire the other day. It needs to be secured properly so it doesn't have the ability to bounce out of its place. All right. Not to mention, I should get a paper towel or two if I'm going to be doing this on the bench. Always making a mess with that shit. Shock bleeding guy here. Hate us tire. All right. I'll be right back, people. I appreciate your patience.
The first band I played with Project was after that was when I became two jobs. Brody! Come on, come! Brody! My long-time line day for us. Well, I'm committed to it. And some of the things sort of cultures and made partners. We were sort of on hiatus. So my commitments were nil. So I quit to run into much of that business and was 2 weeks later was investing in some shitty stuff because it was so hard. When I formed the band, I was playing on stage in shorts with bowl cut, just bouncing around. He dresses like Nick Jones, he plays like Steve Jones. I would be Hillary for the jungle file. And Jay was back then, Jay Ronnie to change it up. He said to me really early on, and this kind of gave me the thing like Jay's fault for much of it. He was like, Mike, you made us raise our funding. And then y'all got my team. And I said,
I didn't know you were in the room. Come on. Come on, buddy. No, nothing in there. I didn't know he was in the room. Good boy. Good dog. All right, I'm back. So, I forgot paper towels. Screw it. This is raggy thing. Whatever the hell this is, old shirt or something. All right. They don't look like it. Those are, excuse me, 12.5 pound springs. Pretty heavy. All right, let's get some bleeders out. These are MTC emulsion style piston tops. But on this truck, I'm not using their piston setup because I'm using something different. Something I came up with. Well, I didn't come up with it, but anybody. Come on. Yeah, that's 100 weight. All right. It's too bad. That shit's expensive. It's up to like $8 a bottle now. Why, buddy? What are you doing? Huh? That sounds like what's her name? Yeah, that's got 2 different fluids in it. That's why it's doing that. That thing's already got Lucas in it. It's weird. All right. Might be a little air in there, but not much. It's part of the thing. Yeah, I was just like, I figured I'd go check it out. I mean, I couldn't do much without shoes. But yeah, it's a good spot. And it's like literally right down the street. And there's a gas station nearby in case we need any supplies. Just a little bubble over the top, little convex. Get your little screw. About 80% travel. You should have fluid coming out like that. And when you do, cap it. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom because it'll cause an airlock. These are designed to run it with air in them, but when you got fluid this thick, you really don't want to mess with that. That's some damping right there. And that'll fix that bounce in the rear end. So it's good. You just a touch more. There you go. With the light cord. Hey, Haywire, what's up, big homie? How you doing, man? How's your Sunday going for you? Damn you. Come here. Damn it. Oh, you real son of a bitch. I had extras of these. I'd probably replace it, but I don't. And everything is sticky as shit right now. Oh, you son of a bitch, you. Tight work. I'll do it. Shit. I wonder if my brake cleaner can't got any more left in it. What's up, buddy? What do you want? You just want some lemon? I'm covered in Lucas right now. You don't want that. It's all sticky. Tell you what, if you can not be a brat and wait till I'm done with these shocks, you can go inside and have dinner. Chuck made a big ass ham, bro. Here, you can handle that? All I gotta do is put these shocks on. There we go. Yeah, I've heard, man. Everybody's been telling me it's been getting bad. And you know what's funny? It's been hot as crap here, dude. It's been like 75, 80 degrees. It sucks. It's like, we need a break from that kind of shit once a year at least. But it's just been nasty, dude. Like every other day, it's freaking 75. So what the hell? Is winter over already? I need a warning. Come on. There we go. I think that one's got a little bit too much drip to it. So let's see what this damping looks like with these springs when I get this bolted down here. Come here. There we go. Finally.
Which is what's going on. Then you move into, we have some ideas about what's going on. And by the time you're like smack dab in the late, in 2010,
All right. It was better, but definitely not as slow as the front. It's a lot better than it was, though. That'll keep it from doing stupid stuff. With a truck like this, if it's set up like to do what I do with it, you don't want it to have really quick movements because it throws you off when you're trying to do stuff. You want it to like move smoothly and slowly so you can judge stuff because you're doing so many crazy tricks so fast. It's hard to tell what it's going to do next. But if you can slow it down a little, it helps. But I also run ridiculous springs, so I run ridiculous damping. Oh, sorry to hear that, Mike. No, dude. Dude, the worst thing I ever did was a baseball field wet. Like, dude, there's so much sand in that Georgia clay, bro, that it just ate everything. We even took the cars to a car wash, which was dumb, but we didn't know anything. It was just, that was on the old videos. Look, some of the vintage stuff. That is mighty smooth, I gotta admit. I like the rebound on it too. But yeah, man, I've been on here for an hour and 40. I think I'm gonna go. I gotta have some dinner and start preparing to go to work tomorrow because, you know, like I said, I'm quitting drinking. So, I mean, not permanently, but like I gotta slow shit down, not saturate myself just so I go to sleep and shit like that. Anyway, enough about my problems. Love y'all. Be easy. Godspeed.